3 years after the death of Dr. Eldon Tyrell, rogue replicants continued to defy their human masters. The blackout wiped all the records clean. Emboldened, replicants everywhere began to fight for their freedom. Special police squads, Blade Runner units, were ordered to seek and destroy any agent or ally of the replicant underground resistance. As the violence escalated, a new law was proposed, banning the manufacture and mandating the immediate retirement of all replicants, without exception, off-world and on. This was not called genocide. It was called prohibition. Auto nav on. Spinner ID R92. Purge. Attention. Detective Harper, you have an urgent message to dispatch. Time-sensitive intel report. Rogue replicant with known ties to the underground resistance was ID'd in the Chinatown district at 2:55 a.m. Pacific. Active Blade Runner requested to locate and apprehend suspect for interrogation. If suspect resists, retirement is authorized. Please acknowledge.
Reply affirmative. On my way.
Dispatch confirms your reply. Now on final approach to Chinatown landing station. Harper, the suspect is considered armed and dangerous. Information about her will be hard to come by. I can project a likeness of her to present to anyone you may wish to question.
All right, I'll ask around.
Hold up your multi-tool and click on the touchpad to open your inventory. Your Blade Runner ID, Harper. Optimal movement locations have been selected for you. The gray circle on the ground is a valid location. Point at the circle in front of you, and then click to move to that location. Swipe across the touchpad to rotate your view. Thank you. Click on the man to start a conversation. Cheap vintage scotch. The bottle is empty.
Excuse me.
The man is drunk.
The fun never stops.
That man is intoxicated. You should question someone who is sober. You should investigate the rest of the alleyway.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, you like it? I give you this magazine, no charge. I pay it forward to you, huh?
It is a delayed broadcast of an off-world Colony League basketball game.
You want a data disc? Take it, free. First one's free, second is $10, the rest are for a big customer.
It's a data disc. The Dolly Monthly Magazine. Current issue's main article discusses the labor shortage that would be caused by replicant prohibition.
Data, storage, Jenny, cable. Check it out. All post-blackout, pre-certified, refurbished, money-back guarantee.
How's business?
That depends. You a cop?
LAPD, Blade Runner unit.
Right. I thought you might be a Blade Runner. All I can say is, only humans around here, no Skinners.
How are you tonight?
It's late and I'm tired, waiting for a shipment, so, figured I'd leave the stall open for customers like yourself.
I'll take that second data disk.
Alright, thank you for your patronage.
This data disk is clearly stolen.
You think the disc is stolen? Huh. I got no idea, man.
I don't want to get you into trouble. I just want to know about the disks.
Honestly, I don't know what these discs were used for pre-blackout. It's just old junk.
You recognize this woman?
A lot of people pass by here, pal. I don't recognize her.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, nice. Thank you. Let me think, nope. Still don't recognize her.
This vendor clearly doesn't know or doesn't care. This man doesn't have the information you need. You should move on.
Hey, you can't take that money. Put it back. You're a real piece of work, you know that? Keep the money and get the hell out of here. Hey, get out of my face, you no good thief.
Stealing his money isn't likely to make the man cooperate, Harper.
Excuse me. Hey, can you turn down that music, please? No?
There. What's the rumpus, mate?
How are you tonight?
Bugger off. There.
You recognize this woman?
Huh. Try the club. Round the corner there.
Yes, hello! Welcome to White Dragon. Late night dumpling special. Best in Chinatown here. Oh, very, very good. I hope you like.
That was delicious. Thank you.
Ah, yes, you see? Best in Chinatown. You're not my type, but I like you much better now.
How's business?
Business not so good. Replicant attacks have people scared. All I hear is complaining. I move off-world. Goodbye, hero. Bah, go ahead and go.
Did you ever move off-world?
I grew up farm boy, cradled in loving bosom of Mother Nature. I will never leave her sweet embrace for the cold indifference of outer space. Never.
Do you know this woman? Look closely.
I'm just humble chef. I don't know anyone.
Come on, friend. Just need information. Not gonna cause any problems for you.
Okay, Blade Runner. She regular customer. Her name is Eve. Passed by here many times. At the after-hours club around the corner. Over there. You go there, you'll find this lady.
It's $10. Cheap vintage scotch. The bottle is empty. It's a data disk. The White Dragon menu, though it seems at this hour they only serve dumplings. The man is ignoring you. I suggest you move on. The Replicant Underground co-opted that symbol to represent their cause. They are tagged all over the city now.
Hey, what's up?
You work at this club?
I'm waiting for a friend. My name's Epiphany. What's yours?
Name's Harper.
Well, nice to meet you, Harper. Just so you know, exchanging names officially makes us pals.
How are you doing tonight?
Doing A-okay. Feeling just fine.
What can you tell me about Eve?
Oh, well, she does look familiar, but I can't place the face with the name.
She's an old friend of mine. I've been told she lives around here.
I couldn't say, sweetheart. I told you, I don't know her.
If I give you some cash, will you help?
Please, I don't want your money, honey.
I need you to look up at the camera. I don't know you, so what do you want?
I'm looking for Eve.
Eve? Hold on. Wait there, she's coming out.
Hi, I'm Eve. You wanted to see me?
Taffy Lewis told me you might be looking for a job.
Don't lie to me, Detective Harper. That's right. I know your name. I know a lot about you. Even things you don't know about yourself. You're just a pawn in a game you don't even know you're playing. Do you know who you really are, Blade Runner?
How do you know my name?
Look behind you.
Requesting backup. Officer down. Multiple hostiles on site.
Take cover!
Can you hear me? Are you there? Please respond. Stand by for remote medical check. Warning. You have sustained serious head trauma which may result in disorientation and short-term memory loss. Suspected replicants attacked you and knocked you unconscious. Fortunately, backup units arrived and scared them away before it got worse.
Detective Harper, good to see you alive and well. Though I must say, I'm surprised. What happened?
I was assaulted.
No. Try the new Esper tool. Let me know what you'll find.
An Esper activation totem will appear in your proximity when playback is possible. You are now in Esper mode. Hold up your multi-tool to access playback controls.
The source confirmed it. Harper's here now, and he's looking for you.
Then it's time. Remember, this is for Night Owl. Nakayama is waiting. No mistakes. We only get one chance at this.
No one will get hurt, unless they hurt you first.
You are now in Esper mode. Hold up your multi-tool to access playback controls.
The source confirmed it. Murph exhausted. The source confirmed it. Harper's here now, and he's looking for you.
Then it's time. Remember, this is for Night Owl. Nakayama is waiting. No mistakes. We only get one chance at this.
No one will get hurt, unless they hurt you first.
Ah, finito. So, what's your takeaway?
There was a mention of a person. Nakayama?
Nakayama. I'll find out if there's anyone by that name on our radar.
They mentioned something called Night Owl.
I heard that as well. Let's look into it.
It was an ambush.
Obviously, they set you up. Any idea why?
They must have wanted something from me, but I have no idea what.
Bukso. Let me think. Go be a detective. Find something useful to do.
See if you can find any evidence linking the perpetrators to the attack. A vid booth that has seen better days. Sending blood sample data to Specialist Mackey for further analysis. That's your gun, Harper. That memory cube is quite a find. Don't lose it. You're expected back at the station. Time to go.
A memory cube. Hard to come by. Take it back to forensics for analysis. Head back to the station when you're ready.
Auto nav on. Purge. You've taken quite a hit to the head, Harper. As a result, you may not feel like yourself for a few days.
Funny. I haven't felt like myself for years.
I don't follow.
This job, it changes you.
Harper, considering recent events, I've taken the liberty of scheduling you for a psyche lab.
Just what I need. Another reason for people to call me crazy.
It's standard procedure. No offense intended.
None taken.
Now on glide path. Over the landing threshold. I have a message from Specialist Mackie.
Hey Harper, it's Mackie. Come on by my station when you get a chance.
Welcome back, Detective Harper. Word has it you almost didn't make it in today. Please empty your pockets.
Here you go.
Thank you. Look into the scanner, please. ID verified. Now I need a reading to verify your multi-tool. Please aim it at the scanner. Prototype firmware, Holly AI X80 confirmed. All right, you're good to go, Detective Harper. Be safe out there, pal. Stay frosty. Be safe out there, pal. Stay frosty.
Hey, Harper, come here. Talk to me a minute. So hey, here's a little something Gower and the rest of us threw together for you. Just so you know how much we all care about you around here.
That's funny. You really know how to make a guy feel loved.
We're on your side, Harper. $50 or not. So, Chinatown. Was it bad as they say?
I'm alive, so it could be worse.
You look alive, but not much better than that. Captain Holden's got me processing your POI from Chinatown, so your case is on hold until further notice. Such a ball-buster, that Holden. I liked him better before he became captain.
So tell me what you really feel about replicants.
Replicants have done more harm than good. We need a new form of slave labor. Come on, man. You know it's true. What's your take? Think we ought to let the skin jobs roam free like the buffalo?
The buffalo are extinct, Sims.
It's an analogy.
What's wrong with Holden?
Harper, we haven't had a real lead in months. Raids, interrogation, nothing. There's gotta be a reason why, and it's the mole.
What's with all this talk about a mole?
Remember, just be careful around Holden. This mole thing has put him in a mood.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh, hey.
Taverner?
Harper, back from the dead. Glad you made it. Anyway, want to hear a good story?
Sure, why not?
You're gonna love this. Check it out. So, I go down the Animal Row last night just to see how they look at me when they realize I'm from the Blade Runner unit. And I walk into this guy's shop, some low-level pelt dealer. Been sweating him a long time. And poor bastard looks like he's gonna cry, thinks I'm gonna retire his ass. And I'm like, don't worry, pal. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just looking for a deal on an electric cat. Good negotiation tactic, right?
Sounds like you're getting a new cat.
Little people, they're all scared of Blade Runners. Terrified. Even if they're verified human. Give you anything to back off.
So tell me what you really feel about replicants.
All the skin jobs can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Every last one. Take them all out, no exceptions. Dump the corpses of Tyrell. Total recall, you know? So why not nuke them all and let Tyrell clean up the mess?
I don't know what we should do.
Those skin jobs must have hit you real damn hard. It's obvious, man. All Skinners must die.
I got the card, by the way.
The get well card? Yeah, whatever. I signed it, but if you ask me, it's a bunch of pansy-ass feel-good BS. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Next time, maybe we'll get you a fruit basket.
You heard about this mole, right?
The mole? My money's on Mackie or Chang. Both those guys are hiding something. You can see it in their eyes.
We've already said all we need to Taverner.
That's all I've got.
Yeah.
Hell of a headline. Well, if they want to cease production, I say go for it, but all those replicants who have already been given a life and haven't stepped out of line? I don't think they should be retired, only if they commit a crime.
You know what? You're right.
Right on. Live and let live. Between you and me, I've been looking into moving off-world. The new financing options let you pay it off over 3 generations. I mean, if not now, when? I need an adventure. So, if you don't see me next week, you know where to find me.
Chang, how are you doing?
I'm not doing great, to be honest. Sometimes I don't know why we keep this up. I've been here all night. I gotta get home to my family, and I could really use about a dozen donuts about now.
Sims gave me that card.
Oh, the get well card. Right. You know, I was just joking when I wrote "Wish you were dead," right?
Yeah, I get it. Good one.
Oh, good. Because I wouldn't want you to think I wished you were dead. I mean, not everybody gets my sense of humor.
Chang, what do you know about the mole?
No, there's no mole. I just don't buy it. Who among us would leak sensitive information to the underground? Huh? It doesn't add up. We should be looking for a hacker coming from the outside.
You've already said all you need to say.
Yo, Harper! Just who I wanted to see. So, Chinatown? Hell of a thing. I want details. What's this I hear about a memory cube? Sounds interesting. Hand it over.
Here's the memory cube.
Oh, wow! It's one of the new terabit memory cubes from Commodore. Cutting-edge tech. This is what they use to capture and store big-ticket data, like digital memories and POV playback. So, what do you want to know about the memory cube?
What kind of security?
It's got some kind of proprietary security profile I haven't seen before. This is grade A stuff. Gonna take me some time to crack it.
So how do you think the replicants got a hold of it?
No clue how any replicants got their hands on this. But they must have taken quite a risk to do so.
What kind of memory cube is it?
Well, clearly it's post-blackout, so I might be able to find bugs in the code. If I can crack it, we should be able to see what's being stored on it. Which will be interesting, I'm sure.
I got the card, by the way.
Right on. A lot of hazing goes on around here, but at the end of the day, it comes from love.
What's wrong with Holden? He seems a bit unhinged.
Captain Holden is getting hardcore, man. He's got me monitoring all communications for signs of the mole. Even the private lines. Paranoid much?
What's with all this talk about a mole?
Monitoring transmissions sucks, Harper. Makes me the bad guy. I'm just following orders.
Mackie, tell me, how do you feel about replicants?
You know I've always been pro-replicant. And even after the blackout, I said, let's give him a chance to make amends. But now, I'm starting to think the only way this ends is with violence. Oh, hey! I should mention that your blaster has been cleared by evidence, but you'll have to recalibrate it at the range before you leave. Help yourself to more candy if you'd like. My mom sends me care packages every week.
Specialist Mackie is a busy man, Harper. Please don't bother him any more than you have to. The Lights Amongst Darkness, Central Precinct Memorial, dedicated to the officers who lost their lives during the replicant attacks that followed the blackout of 2022.
Sure is a beaut, ain't she? And don't lose it again. Those things don't come cheap. Remember, the safety is auto-locked until the training starts. Precautionary measure.
Combat simulation begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Combat simulation complete.
Well done, Detective Harper. Your weapon is now cleared for active duty.
You should go to Captain Holden's office. He's ready for you now.
Harper, you look like I feel. At least we're both still breathing. Care to comment on what went down in Chinatown?
Chinatown was a setup. I walked right into it. Should have known better.
Must have been the mole who tipped them off. Almost got you killed. Whoever's behind these leaks will be exposed and will pay for what they've done. That's a promise. You slipped, Harper. Next time you might not be so lucky. And I can't afford to lose you, pal. I've got a new case. Something big. Interested?
I'm all ears, sir.
Ever heard the name Kano Nakayama?
I've heard that name, actually. This morning.
Gaff told me your friends from Chinatown brought him up. Interesting coincidence. Hey, Lieutenant? I was just telling Harper here about the new case. Kano Nakayama is chief engineer and a founding partner of the Tyrell Corporation. 2 days ago, he disappeared. I want you to find him.
Is he human or replicant?
I don't know what he is. Don't know, don't care. What matters to me is why. Why did Kano Nakayama disappear?
You tell me, boss. Why?
I'll tell you why. Prohibition. It's coming. Sooner than you think. But those soulless sacks of genetic junk won't go down without a fight.
Respectfully, sir, I don't think prohibition is the solution, but that's just my opinion.
Your opinion is irrelevant. There's a war coming on, Harper. No doubt about it. But I'll be damned if the skin jobs get another one over on us. Not on my watch. No way. Are you with me, Detective?
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
What'd I tell you, Gav, huh? Harper won't quit. He's a stone-cold killer, this guy. And that's exactly what we need. Start with a visit to Tyrell headquarters. They'll be expecting you. Stay frosty out there. And keep me informed. Dismissed.
Auto nav on. Spinner ID R92. Liftoff. Purge. Harper, may I share with you my thoughts on the Prohibition movement?
This should be interesting. Go ahead.
In my opinion, replicants are only as dangerous as their creators. The proposition to ban all replicants is a fear-based reaction to nothing more than faulty manufacturing. If the Tyrell Corporation would take responsibility for the damages caused by their products, humans might better understand that what they should fear most is...
themselves.
Indeed. On final approach to Tyrell HQ. Now on glide path. Over the landing threshold. Harper, Miss Tyrell's assistant will be greeting you. His name is Santiago. An elephant tusk, circa 1980, considered a symbol of strength and virility. A statue of an owl by contemporary artist Adriano Costa. A portrait of Lilith Tyrell, current head of the Tyrell Corporation, and niece of the late Dr. Eldon Tyrell. A portrait of Kano Nakayama, chief engineer and founding partner of the Tyrell Corporation. Present whereabouts unknown. A maquette of the Tyrell Corporation headquarters. A regal crown, Mayan civilization, circa 350 BC. It is my understanding that the sound of flowing water is calming to most humans. A portrait of Eldon Tyrell, founder of the Tyrell Corporation, now deceased. A chessboard with a set of chess pieces.
Detective Harper, thank you for coming on short notice. We are quite distressed over the disappearance of Mr. Nakayama.
What can you tell me about Miss Tyrell?
Well, Miss Tyrell has a strong point of view, and makes no attempt to hide it. What you see is what you get.
What can you tell me about Mr. Nakayama?
Mr. Nakayama is a great man. Since he's been gone, things here have not been easy for any of us.
Do you know of anyone who might have had an issue with him?
I can't think of anyone who would want to harm him. Mr. Nakayama is such a generous spirit. Detective, may I speak to you in confidence?
Of course. You can trust me.
Thank you, Detective. Mr. Nakayama has a secret place, a private apartment downtown that no one else knows about. He often goes there after hours to indulge himself. I think he might be there now. I would go there myself to check on him, but I fear in this case he's not just on another bender. I will give you the address, but please, don't tell Miss Tyrell about this, or...
Hello, Detective. I don't believe we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lilith Tyrell.
Miss Tyrell, a pleasure.
Please, call me Lilith.
I must say, you have some amazing works of art here.
Stunning, aren't they? Please, feel free to stare.
The portraits in the corridor.
Like every great corporation, we have to honor our founders and our current leaders. I don't like the image of myself, but the board insisted.
Is that a real elephant tusk?
There are no real animals left in our world, but their bones remain. Seems appropriate to show them here.
What's your role in the day-to-day operations of the Tyrell Corporation?
I run the show around here. At least what's left of it. This senseless prohibition movement is forcing us out of business.
So how do you feel about prohibition?
It's bad for both of us. Prohibition will lead to a world without replicants, which means no more retirements for the likes of you. I have a petition you should sign. But we're not here to talk politics.
You've got good taste in art, Lilith. I noticed the chessboard over there. Do you play?
My uncle always loved chess. I could never beat him. And he never let me win.
Random question for you. What is Night Owl?
Night Owl? Where did you hear that?
I can't reveal my sources. I know the term is connected to Tyrell.
Well, if they know about Night Owl, then things are worse than we suspected. Do you like our view? Please, join me on the balcony. The air is almost clear tonight. Is it true that you believe that Kano was abducted by replicants?
No, just a hunch. I was hoping you might know for sure. Tell me, Lilith, do you ever wonder if you're a replicant? Seems like that might be an occupational hazard.
Are you going to give me your empathy test? Because I'm not sure I would pass. I promise you, I'm human. Just could never be bothered to care much about others.
I'm sure I'd get some kind of emotional reaction out of you, if I tried.
It's nice to see not everyone here has lost their sense of humor.
Have you been in contact with anyone from the Replicant Underground Resistance?
I turned them away, you know. This so-called Replicant Underground reached out to me for support on many occasions. But I will not tolerate disobedience. I'm curious, what do you think of this ridiculous Replicant revolution?
I'm just doing my job.
That makes two of us, Detective Harper. We make the machines, and you destroy them. Yet, we both need them to make a living.
Can you think of anyone who might want to hurt Kano?
The Replicants are well aware that Kano is responsible for the Nexus series. Maybe they want to extend their lifespans like the monster who killed my uncle. If so, they won't get any further. Do you have any other leads on Kano's whereabouts you can share with me?
Not really. I'll let you know as soon as I have something solid.
Thank you. You handle yourself well, Detective. I believe we have established mutual respect. I feel I can share this much with you. Night Owl is more than an idea. It's something that could change the future of replicant life forms on this planet and beyond. And it's very real. I'm putting my faith in you, Detective. Something tells me you're going to deliver. Feel free to see yourself out.
Thank you, Detective, for honoring my request. Miss Tyrell is under much stress as it is. Let me offer you this. It is the keychain I did to access Mr. Nakayama's terminal. It pains me to offer such sensitive information, but these are desperate times. I hope it helps you in your search.
Thank you for this. You did the right thing.
Tyrell data disk acquired. Auto nav on. Spinner ID R92. Liftoff. Purge. Detective Harper, do you know the story of former Blade Runner Rick Deckard, who took the Nexus Rachel as his lover?
Everybody knows that story, Holly.
Did you know Mr. Deckard personally?
Never met the man.
Rick Deckard hunted replicants, yet he ended up betraying his unit and fleeing the city with Rachel. What changed him?
Who knows? People change. Life is strange.
Do you give any credence to the rumor that Deckard was a replicant?
It's possible, I suppose, but I don't believe it.
Final approach to the Bradbury Tower at 11136 New High Street. Now on glide path to private landing platform.